Right, so hi everyone, this is the one, so I've filmed the one for today, Friday. I mean, I'm saying for today, but you know, they're timeless, but I filmed one for today, then I've just filmed one for Sunday because it only had 8 minutes, and that was actually very exciting and stuff. And now I'm doing Saturday, just, again, they're all timeless, it doesn't really matter. Let's just see, so in the past, and this can be whether you're male or female, divine feminine, divine masculine. It's obviously not everyone. So yeah, if it resonates kind of thing. And happy Saturday to you. We've got all tied up. So in the past, I feel that you as although it came out in reverse, right? I feel you as a divine feminine, whether you're male or female, you felt quite all tied up by this connection. You felt like you were kind of left hanging, like you knew that this was something special. You might have even known it was a twin flame connection, but even if you didn't know it was a twin flame connection, you knew that something didn't add up. Like, this person does feel the same about me, whether it's love or not. This person feels the same. Why are they acting like this? Why are they acting like they hate me, kind of thing? It's like, you know, you felt all tied up, but then I feel at some points, remember that yesterday can be like yesterday, you know, the past can be yesterday rather, or a past life, or it could be like 10 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever. But I feel you don't feel like that anymore. Like, you feel like you've been freed from a karmic cycle with your twin flame. And, you know, before you panic, that doesn't mean you don't want your twin flame anymore. It just feels like you don't feel stuck anymore. So that is a good thing, you know, surrender to the journey. And again, that is what I help people do, because I resonate with a lot of what I just said. You know, I have been there where you feel completely stuck and you feel held back, but it's like you're only if you decide to be. You know, it's like why I share that all the time, like, because Venus is in retrograde in my sign just now, you know, it's bringing up a lot of, like Venus retrogrades, like Mercury retrograde, it is bringing up a lot of feelings about the past, you know, and it can, Venus, Aries is anger too, so it's even bringing up feelings that can make me feel, yeah, quite angry and stuff, and, you know, some type of way. But, you know, you let it come up, you witness it, and you release it. And truth be told, I feel for a lot of twin flames, it's like you're really only going to be able to transmute a lot of that when you actually have the conversation with your twin flame. But that has to have two people that are willing to do that. But I feel although that's the divine feminine, I feel that's for the masculine's feelings too. But this feels like it's, so remember, you mirror. So let's see, what have we got for the masculine? And if for any reason, throat chakra, if for any reason, so I feel feelings weren't spoken about here, or feelings weren't spoken about by one person or both people, we'll see with the blocking cards. And blocking cards, but maybe somebody blocked somebody. I feel somebody blocked somebody here. I feel there has been an actual blocking, which would come from the masculine typically, because divine feminines know no matter how much somebody pisses you off, you never block them. Like, as in, you know, actually putting block on the phone, because it's like you know that they're running, so that wouldn't make any sense to do that. It's different if, like, you know, like, you don't, but you don't need to, like, so, oh God, they're giving me that. So it's kind of like, look, I got a new number after 20 years, right? Now, I didn't send my number to my twin flame because I hadn't spoke to him for years, so it just doesn't make sense to me. And basically, I'm doing this, and it's like, to me, that felt like that would be some type of chasing. So I didn't do that, you know, so it does mean it makes it harder when he wants to contact me, but does it really when I'm doing this and there's loads of ways to contact? No, it doesn't. Let's face it. So, you know, so that's a good example, you know, that's, but if it was like, actually, like, if we had been in contact and he pissed me off, like, I wouldn't actually block him, you know, but it's like the masculine can block the feminine back, because they're running from situations. And even if you didn't, like, even if you weren't somebody that's like, you know, hounding them or anything, it's just people do it. But, right, so that's a lot. And then the masculine in the past appreciated the feminine for who they are, so that doesn't fit really with what else. But I feel this kind of, I feel they're saying, right, in the past, the masculine didn't really get the spiritual side of this connection, or maybe they didn't even get the spiritual side of you, right? I don't really like the word spiritual, because I always think spiritual means different things to different people, but that's how the message is coming through. But I feel it's because they weren't open to their own spiritual side, because if you are the true divine feminine, that is their spiritual side. Now they're open to the doors to spirit. So I feel only recently this person could have got into that sort of thing. So presently, what is blocking this connection? It is going to bring up something. For the feminine, what's blocking the divine feminine? God, these cards are jumping out. all those cards. That came out in the one for tomorrow. So remember, I filmed tomorrow's before you're watching today's. I filmed Sunday's. Look, that came out. This is blowing my mind. The feminine's got a fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. So just, yeah, watch tomorrow's when it comes to, but just briefly, the obvious one would be if you have had people cheat on you in the past, and I mean like in a really sneaky way. Like, so say for instance, like you didn't actually realise that person was doing that. Like you genuinely actually felt that they were as faithful to you as you were as faithful to them. And I feel it could have been like, I feel the person that cheated on you, Divine Feminine, could have actually ironically accused you of cheating on them all the time when you didn't. But it was actually them that was out there. I was about to say something else. I'm not going to say what I heard. That guy's laughing in spirit from the person I helped the other day. But you know what I mean? Like they were out there putting it about quite a bit of people. And then I feel you could have found this out much later. And I'm talking about this is an actual relationship, right? And so I feel that's left you with this lasting fear that everybody cheats, right? But you could even consciously, you could be like, no, I know that not everyone cheats, but subconsciously you've got a fear. So that's why, you know, not only do I help people with subconscious beliefs, I was obsessed with that for myself too, because I recognise this sort of stuff in myself, that it's like, if you've had an experience like that, especially if you've had an experience like that young, which I don't think it takes any prizes to guess that, which is a lot of my own experience there, you know, that where you basically feel like a bit of a fucking tit, you know, I was going to say arse, tit, whatever, it's like, you know, bit, tit over arse, whatever that saying is, it's like you feel fucking stupid, because it's like, well, the person's accusing you, like they were doing that to you. But this can also be like, you know, ancestral stuff, you know, wherever this has been a thing as well. So however that all fits, but that equally, that can still be the masculine that's afraid of it too. But you can see how if you've got a deep-seated fear of someone cheating on you, twin flames or not, you can see how you would actually attract somebody that is not like wanting, you know, that at some point they're not wanting to just be tied down or settled down with one person. I feel the fact that I just described it as tied down, like in a negative light, that is how the masculine sits. So let's see. It doesn't need to be that way forever. But you see, if a masculine would need to get, both people would need to get healing. And this is what I can heal in people. And also I do healing for twin flames together. You know, whether you want to speak to me separately or together. They're not on the schedule right now, but it is going to be. I've always done it, but I'm going to actually have to make it an actual session. So you can inquire about it just now. And also, sometimes when you're inquiring, it might not be me replying, but if it's not me, someone will say, they'll sign it off, you know, whoever they are. So that might not come into effect for a bit right yet. Like lone wolf, I get it. Look how many came out too. This masculine saw themselves a bit of a lone wolf, but I feel they're now recognising that you're a bit of a lone wolf too. Because remember, like, you know, well, actually, in this case as well, the wolf is my power animal, right? So, and actually, you know, that's what I want to explain here. This is quite a deep one, but like, I was more in connection with my wolf for years, like years, all throughout my shamanic training and everything like that. I was the wolf that came to me first. And the wolf is my masculine energy, right? And my tiger, which you normally see kicking about there, it's not in the shot right now, but the tiger pillow, but it could be actually, is my divine feminine energy. So, you know, because at first when the tiger started appearing to me everywhere, I thought it was a sign for my divine masculine, funnily enough, right? And then I worked out, we kind of sitting doing a bit of deeper work that, oh no, like, right, the tiger is my feminine energy and the wolf is my masculine energy. Where's the wolf? Oh yeah, the wolf is there, hiding. So you know what I mean? So it's, and you could be like, what, why does this matter? It does matter. But again, I'll need to do a session with you for me to explain really what that means. But I mean, it's, you know, that's you know, you can understand from that. But you know, this is what they're saying. It's like a lot. So again, a lot of you, although a lot of you, your divine feminine masculine isn't the wolf and the tiger, right? It'll be other animals, unless you do actually connect with, like, you know, one of them, or, you know, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be anyone that's exactly the same, but it's kind of like, well, there is something that should kind of resonate with what I'm saying, but anyway, moving on. But it's kind of like, you know, and even actually, and even before I just said there, even my own twin flame doesn't need to like really like tigers or wolves or something, you know what I mean? It's just, it's the concept, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a deeper session where I integrate your feminine and masculine in my own way. I weave it all through, and anyone that's ever had that, it does change their whole entire life for the better. So, you know, it's to do with shadow integration and that. But yeah, I feel both people, but all the people that resonate with this, you could have both seen yourselves a bit of a lone wolf at some point, maybe still do, but it reminds me of Sigma female. Like, I am a Sigma female. Go and look up what that means, or I'll put a video below. Basically, it's like, I don't fucking, like, you know, follow other women and, like, you know, like, bow down, and, you know, and I've always found, like, groups of women really quite bitchy, to be honest, you know what I mean, and just never really felt, like, very comfortable. Like, even when it maybe looked like I did, I could always feel the underlying tension and people being fake, and, like, you know, they don't even like them, or they were fucking talking about them last week, and, you know, all that kind of shit. And it's like, that's why I prefer to be a lone wolf. And I feel like that about quote unquote spiritual groups and stuff too. It's why I'm always humming and hawing about a membership. But so far, you know, like, it's really lovely whenever we connect on the lives and the membership. And I mean, it's because I've filmed so many in a row, my throat is quite sore. But again, there might be throat chakra issues here too. But yeah, it's because I've had really negative experience in groups, because a lot of people are jealous of my mediumship or my shamanic healing abilities, you know what I mean? And it's horrible, but it's true. So, are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? That's the divine masculines. That's what's blocking you, divine masculine. So, can you see how it's mirroring? This is why I geek out on this stuff. The feminine's afraid of being cheated on, and the masculine's afraid of being hurt. That's the same fucking thing. So guess what you do? You stay a lone wolf. Nobody can hurt you. Either you don't connect with anyone at all, or you stay and protect your energy like a force field, or you just, you know, keep it casual, hook up people now and again, but you don't, you know what I mean? So again, I'm assuming a lot of people will connect out there. And insecurities. Work on building your confidence and feeling safe in your relationship. So again, these are the same things. Being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. And I've just told you how by booking a session. So again, it's coming through pretty strong, but I'm loving the message. Right, so that's what's presently blocking. What else is presently going on for the feminine? I'm saying presently, but this is timeless, so. But these are actually, the energy of this is very Cancer, Moon, Pisces, Sun, which we're now in as I'm filming this. It just moved as I was talking. Actually, wait a minute, how the fuck's that happen? No, it moved as I was filming other videos. Clear it, but wait a minute, when's this for? Saturday? But we're in the thick of it. When I put this out on Saturday, we're in the thick of it. It depends when I put this out. Oh god, sorry, my nose is really itchy, but that's love in the spirit. So I'll probably put this out on Saturday night, where I will have just actually been hanging out with my best friend. So my best friend lives a bit further away, so it means like I'm away for the whole day. But yeah, no. So right now, as I'm filming this on the Friday, that's why I'm like hurrying, because I just want to get everything filmed, and then I just want to wrap this up so that I can just have my tea and get a, you know, watch a film or something, get an early night, because I'm usually always really tired. I'm so excited to stay up late and then I'm tired. But yeah, so you know what I mean? I feel in this energy, the point is like I am doing that because I foresaw, like I booked a couple of weeks, I don't know, I just foresaw I was going to need her, and nothing like directly has actually happened. I can just sort of feel it, right? And that could be anything in my life. That's like, you know what I mean? But it's like I just felt like I wanted a bit of comfort from somebody that that I love and trust. So activating the higher chakras, clearing energy blocks. I feel you've been really focused on clearing energy blocks, divine feminine, male or female, and I feel it's helping this masculine push through everything that just came up there. The masculine presently, you're the chosen one, Neo. Fast track the ascension. And can you see how this is very exciting. But can you see how that is actually all the clearing that the feminine's been doing? It is helping this masculine fast track ascension. So it's happening quick, very quick. Yeah, a divine feminine queen is helping. Wait a minute. Oh, exciting. This is union energy. Divine feminine clearing blocks, helping the masculine realise that they're the chosen one. That might be the title. Although these don't show up in the thumbnail very well. There's a soul merger and a unification. Aligning with abundance, soul merger. So what this means, sometimes this is talking about, like, you know, this, you know, spiritual marriage where you connect and then, you know, like in a different way. But I'm feeling like this is like, you know, like Hiros Gamos I was talking about the other day, or like this feels like the spiritual marriage, like as in like the sexual union, like unification, like you're about to be meeting in the physical, like whether it's, you know, the actual sexual sacred union that takes place, or it's just connecting, and obviously that's going to happen at some point. It's quite exciting energy. So, right, what does the masculine want to say then? And yeah, so on the Saturday, in that energy, it's very emotional. So it's basically very emotional. It's about moving through, well, basically, it's not always, if you're still moving through trauma, fear, all that kind of stuff, it's a good time to just meditate, be still. It's not a good time to go out partying and drinking. You're likely to, you know, drown your sorrows, or like escaping drugs and drink. You know, just not everyone's going to do that. But if you're susceptible to that, then that's not good energy for that. Just with all this Pisces still about. But if you've moved through a lot of that healing, it's a time of true love, miracles, all this union energy. So it's your choice, the masculine. Because this is, and that's why I was saying it like that, this masculine realises I sabotaged their connection because it was too intense. It was too intense and I was worried you were going to hurt me. Like the others. But I'm healing. I'm channeling this masculine. I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. Again, I'm going to use the reference of Hardin and After when he goes to, I don't know, I would say Tenerife. I think it's actually Portugal he goes to. But it's like, you know, he heals and he's on his own and, you know, he's still drinking and partying and stuff. Not partying, but drinking, and, you know, he's trying to write his book and all this. But then eventually, like, he actually pours the drink away and stuff. But the idea is he's in hermit healing. And actually, even at one point, a girl, his friend tries it on with him. And he's like, you know, and she's really nice too, but he's like, you know, it's Tessa I want. So again, this could be a thing too, where like this masculine could have in the past had people coming on to them that they would have usually like taken them up on their offer or their advances, and they're like, no. So whether this is like a new person that it's like, you know, they're like find them attractive, but it's like, no, I'm in love, I feel differently. It's almost, it's reminding me of the scene in shit, what's that called? Fuck, I forgot what it's called. Is it called About Us or something? Oh no. Right, okay, yeah, this is definitely going to be something, some kind of story behind this. It's called About Last Night. About Last Night. So it's called About Last Night because it's about a couple that hook up on a night out. And then it's just, yeah, and so there's a modern version and there's one from like the 80s or something. And I actually prefer the original one from the 80s. But the modern one is good too. The modern one's got the song by John Legend at the end that I love. This time I want it all. This time I'll be a man. Na 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 na. Playing all my cards. This time. Anyway, I can't remember all the words, but the words are like somewhere along the lines of 1804, yeah, Union. It's basically like, you know, last time I wasn't sure. It's like basically somebody saying I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready. I fucked it up, you know. So listen to the words, it's a lovely song. And then it's also reminded me of the other John Legend one. I like that song. What's that song again? One woman man, want you all to myself, don't want nobody else. I mean, so that's kind of bringing in the, even if people are trying it on now and a bit like this person saying no. So this person could have not said no in the past. That's what I'm getting from About Last Night. Because it's like About Last Night, I got to explain. They might have to explain something. I don't know if that's going to fit in. Or something like that. But it doesn't even need to be that bit. But yeah, I need to tell you the truth. I think there is something about that. But anyway, I'm healing. But this person's healing. The point is they don't want that now. If someone's coming on to them now, they're not. So I feel that even could have been somebody that somebody's had a kind of arrangement with, or like a friends of benefits, or a, you know, doesn't even need to be that though. Could be somebody else, but it's like it's something that this person doesn't want to do anymore. You're always on my mind because you're always on their mind if you're the feminine. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now because they're in love and it's they don't want it. It's basically when you're true twin flames, what happens is then the masculine, it doesn't matter how much of a player or any of these words you want to use. I don't like this word either, but it's what came to my mind. You know, how kind of like that they were or you were. It's an activation that takes place, and this person they'll not want to do that. Or if they keep doing that, they'll hurt themselves even more. Which you'll find out and you'll know if that is you. But I'm sorry I wasn't there and you needed me to be, I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down. You see, and again, it's the underlying fears there in both people of being hurt. So you need to have a conversation about that, and you're going to realise you both feel the same. But also, it's easy to say that, but I'm just acknowledging it is just the fact one person's ready, one person's not. But really, with two twin flames, the true twin flames, to go even deeper, the feminine, like on some level, you weren't ready either. But it's not always that like, oh, the feminine's not ready if the no, feminines can actually be really ready for it. Like a couple of years, I would say like a couple of years or a year before they're even ready. But I bet you when you thought you were ready, you weren't. But like that's just from my own experience. Because like I said, I've been in inner union a couple of years, more than a couple of years. More than a couple of years, but definitely there were things, there was things that transpired in my life just over a couple of years ago that made me protect myself even more and put my boundaries up even more, but still be a loving, open heart feminine. That's when I had to bring myself in to fully integrate the inner union. And of course, like, look, as I'm doing that, twin flames numbers, that's when it was like, no, now I'm an inner union. Which means, so before I would have like probably like, not probably, definitely my boundaries like weren't as tight. They were still strong boundaries. But basically, this is what I'm trying to say is like I've been teaching people boundaries for years now, right? But I still had things to work on myself. Whereas now it doesn't mean that people still can't kind of, pull the wool over me or, like I mean just anyone in general or like kind of, I can still be tricked and stuff like that too. We've all got vulnerabilities about us, but less than before. That's the way I would put it. But yeah, that's the point, is that you can, feminines are in a full inner union as far as you can be, like sometime before a masculine, but then the masculine will fast track it. But it's not, I know why they're getting me to stress this. It's because there's really amazing people that help people in this journey, but that is the one thing lacking in this community. I'd say if people haven't been on the journey as long, they might be a bit naive as to think it's going to happen really soon because you've reached that place of inner union. And I feel that too. So I'm not, again, there's no judgment around that. But it's pretty gutting when you get the harsh reality, especially in the physical, when you either hear this person's like not on the same page or you actually see them and you see, it's kind of, so yeah, just sort of sharing that for people. Right. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So that's what's coming next for whoever resonated with this. I feel, and actually that, for those of you that are in union, this is a good time to just relax and chill out together. So like I would say, it's cozy, cuddles, cups of tea. That's why I've chose to go and spend the day with my best pal. And actually I'm just trying to think, I've got another friend visiting this weekend. But I think she'd said she was going to be about on the Sunday. So yeah, on the Saturday, I'm always fucked because like I'm away up early in the morning, and then I come back at night, and I'm just like, I'm just wiped. So I'll be relaxing too. But let's see. But it'll be a lot of people in for me is the point. And actually, in that kind of energy, I wouldn't want people, but I make the effort for the people that I love, true love. Yeah, because you can have true love and friendships too. Because again, especially because I don't have a lot of friends now. Like, and I'm proud of that. Some people, it's like I used to be like really proud. I had like 12 best friends, but it's kind of like, things move and change and they evolve, and you also kind of realise as time goes on, I don't know how much of a real friend that person actually was, what I mean? And sometimes it's not that, and they were, and it's just things have changed. But you know what I mean? It's like true love, a deep enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. There's a true love connection coming, and you're going to be able to spend a bit of time with each other, talking about some of these fears that you've got, and having fun as well. Dreams, yeah, talking about your hopes, fears and dreams, and that's what you want with your twin flame. Look to your dreams, they hold the answers you seek. But also I feel your twin flame could have been talking to you in your dreams, whether I feel it's either way, because like I said, as a divine feminine, I feel the divine feminines are experiencing their masculine on a whole other level. And I mean, I've been that feminine for 15 years. I've been, honestly, from right when I realised who he was to me 15 years ago this year, it was insane. Because him in the physical was like, sorry, twin flame, but he was being a dick to me. Do you mean he was just ignoring me and acting like I was like nobody special, when I was like, that's not how you feel. But I just had to accept it. And then we literally did just act like we were both nobody to each other, because I was just mirroring back how he was acting to me, because remember, I didn't realise. The thing is, I hadn't fully got what that meant. So, like, you know, there are times that there's no point in going over it now. But you know what I'm saying is, if I'd really got the concept on a deeper level, I wouldn't have mirrored back how he was being to me. Like when I saw him at physical things, I would have probably pushed past being like that back to him. But you know, before I'd done my shadow integration, I thought, what the heck? Why is he being like that? You know? Fair enough if you don't fucking hang out with me like that anymore, but you didn't fucking be like that. You know what I mean? That is what I used to feel. But honest, it might sound funny when I'm saying it, but it wasn't. People around me will know I was fucking heartbroken. But I hid it well. But still people knew. So, you know, kind of embarrassing as well, isn't it? But anyway, it was fucking ages ago, so whatever. But you see, all this probably means is that, you know, at some point he'll be able to hide it, and then I'll get to a point where he won't be able to if it mirrors. Falling fast. Look what I just said, guys. And that's the fast track to ascension. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. But this could be, some masculines could be afraid of falling in love that quickly, especially if you've not worked on the blocks and the fears. So again, book a session. Hide away though. This is definitely some fear. That it's also 555. That's why that thing just flashed up. Big changes here. Make time to be your person. Create your own special hideaway. Yeah, I feel you're going to be sort of, this could be some of you that are now in union now. You're spending a wee cozy weekend together, or that would be advisable. Or this is about actual, you know, hideaways, getaways together to sort all this out. My prayers are with you. Yeah, to rekindle, beautiful. I'm going to end it there because that kind of feels like, yeah, an old flame return. Oh, for fuck's sake, what's the thumbnail? Bonding. Look what I just said. Bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. I feel it's going to really freak you out how similar your mirroring fears and deepest desires are. And yeah, so have fun with that. There's too many though, there was loads of thumbnails. Beautiful energy, and yeah, see you later.